Yo, what up, guys? Hope y'all are doing well. In today's video, I wanted to review the 7 ohms sublingual strips. I've been trying like a lot of pills of the 7-OH, which is a kratom extract, very powerful. So use it responsibly. I have chronic pain. If you don't have a condition, you don't have to go on this stuff. There can be benefits to taking it, even if you are healthy, which I'll explain in this video, but there are risks as well. So be careful. I take it because I have chronic pain. But anyways, so yeah, it's 7-hydroxymitragynine, 7 ohm. It's a sublingual strip that you put under your tongue. 24 milligrams, 4 strips, 96 milligrams per package. And I just wanted to review these. It works. It works. That's the review. It works really well. Some people might not have the best digestion, so under the tongue is a great method of absorption. I'll show you guys what the strip looks like. There's like 4 of these in a package. I already ate one of them, so there's 3 left. This is what a strip looks like. I'll show you guys. I'll open it for you. So yeah, this is what the strip looks like. Check it out. Probably eat this later today. Probably not right now, because I already had some. You put it under your tongue. You can split it in half. Half of this is 1 serving. So there's 8 servings per container for $31.99. So it's a little expensive. I wish it was cheaper, but it works. It gets rid of a lot of the pain. It helps boost your energy. It helps boost your mood. And it's really good. Because under the tongue, you just put it under your tongue and it dissolves. It absorbs straight into your bloodstream. It skips the liver. It skips digestion. And if you suffer from chronic pain, I'm trying to heal my body, so it's always good to get to the root cause. But if you can, if you suffer with chronic pain, this can help a lot. And I made a video about it earlier, but I put that video on private because I kind of forgot to mention in the video that this is a kratom extract, so it's very potent, so you just have to be careful with it and just be responsible with it because, yeah, you just have to be careful and responsible with it because anything, like weed can be good if used the right way, right? But you can also like possibly use it in a wrong way as well, right? So it's kind of the same thing with this kratom. Even drinking too much water, can affect you negatively. So even water can be misused. Eating too much fruit can affect you negatively. So too much of anything can be detrimental. So just make sure that with these kratom extracts that you guys, if you do have chronic pain and you're doing them, they can be great for that, but just make sure you're using them responsibly. If you take too much, you might throw up. If you, stuff like that. So just different issues can happen if you misuse it. So just use it responsibly is really what I wanted to say, but it works. It's very strong. This is a good brand. For any of you chronic pain sufferers out there, I highly recommend it. Thank God for kratom. I'm glad that it's legal in most states. Unfortunately, they made it illegal in a few states, which is just ridiculous because the war on drugs only makes the drug problem even worse. Like, a lot of heroin addicts can't get access to like clean opium at the hospital, so they end up buying fentanyl off of the street. You see what I'm saying? If you could get morphine over the counter, a lot of people could taper off of these harder drugs. You know what I'm saying? Easier. So it's almost like the war on drugs creates more of a drug problem. I personally think everything should just be legal, and it's up to the person's responsibility. And I just think that's how it should be, because the war on drugs has only made the problem even worse. Because now, instead of like having access to like morphine, now a lot of people are doing fentanyl, you know what I mean? And instead of being able to get it over the counter, like maybe you could have back in the day, now people are killing each other in the streets for it. So it's just horrible that people who are in chronic pain like me, a lot of us don't even have access to opium. Like, the doctor denied me prescriptions, so I have to resort to kratom. And then they even tried making that illegal in 4 states. It's pathetic. I think everything should just be legalized. They're already giving kids meth. I'm not saying that all these drugs are perfectly safe, but what I'm saying is some people need them. And the fact that some people don't have access to them is a real shame, in my opinion. I think everything should be accessible to anyone at a cheap price. Because who's a doctor to say how much pain you're in? He doesn't live in your body. So how can he deny you a prescription? It's sickening, in my opinion, how many people have to suffer because of how the pharmaceutical industry, in my opinion, is more concerned with profit than actually helping people. And I think that's what regulation's really about. I don't think it's really about protecting people. I think there's more to it than that. Apparently they made weed illegal just to throw minors in prison, like minor races. So it's not really about drugs, or the war on drugs. It's more about the war on humanity and controlling and regulating people for profit, which is sickening and horrific, in my opinion. So thankfully, you can find this legally in New York as of now. So hopefully that never changes, because people need access to good medicine. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's my review. It works, gives you an energy boost, a mood boost, helps reduce pain. So very good stuff. Kratom extracts, just be careful with it. Very potent. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys, and until next one, I'm out. Peace. Just wanted to say too, like, even though I have chronic pain right now, that's not to say you can't take this stuff if you're perfectly healthy. You still can, and there still is potential benefits to kratom, even if you are healthy. Like, it can give you a mood boost, it can give you an energy boost, you know, it can be good as a pre-workout. But really, I'm just trying to say that it is very powerful, so just use it responsibly. I'm not saying you have to have a condition to use it. It's up to you what you do with your body, and that's another reason why I don't think anything should be illegal. I just think people should have freedom to do whatever they want with their body. But yeah. So yeah, just use at your own, you know, pace and intuition. And, you know, kratom can have a lot of benefits, but it can have a lot of risks as well. Like anything, you can eat too much fruit can be amazing, though. You can eat too many nuts can be healthy if used correctly to make like a good almond milk or something. So, you know, anything can be good for you depending on the balance of how it's used. And so used responsibly, I believe kratom and a lot of these illegal substances can actually be beneficial, such as mushrooms, etc. But that's a video for another day. But I just wanted to add this clip in to say, like, just because I'm saying I'm in chronic pain, I'm using it, doesn't mean that you can't use it if you're not in chronic pain. There can be benefits, but just use responsibly. That's all I wanted to say. So I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And until next one, I'm out. Peace.